Welcome to episode 3 of Coach's Point of View. I'm your co-host, Shamari Reed, along with the legendary host, Tony Murphy.
What's going on?
Today, we have a special show.
That's the coach's point of view. 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 That's the coach's point of view.
Joining us today is New Jersey's own powerhouse. With a 16-1 professional record and 11 knockouts, she's conquered some of the biggest names in women boxing, captured the WBO and the IBF super middleweight titles, and just keep raising the bar. From the small basketball courts to Madison Square Garden, Shadasia is a true champion in every sense. And most importantly, she's from my city of Patterson. I'd like to welcome the one and only Shadasia, the sweet terminated green.
Thank you for having me today. Say pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure. So what's going on, guys? What's going on?
Not much. Same
Mr.
old,
Murphy.
same old. Just getting ready, for opening week this week. Very excited to open up the season. So, that's definitely, my main focus right now.
So I wanted to start the show off. We want to start off by thanking our sponsor. We like to thank Camille's Lebanese Restaurant, located at 1489 Main Avenue, Clifton, New Jersey. You come here, gonna get the greatest lamb chops. You're gonna get a great ambiance, the best hookah, and the best customer service. So thank you to our sponsor. So we got a Shadasia in the building.
Yeah,
Thanks for taking out time to come and bless us with your presence.
absolutely.
And I kind of wanted to get into your story. Of course, everybody knows what's going on now, right? They know about all the great things that you're doing now, but could you tell us a little bit about your start?
My start was somewhat familiar in my community. Fell in love with basketball. Played AAU ball. I remember being a kid in the Alabama projects and playing with the boys, and my mother found out I was playing basketball. I said, "Ma, I really like this." And she said, "Girl, go sit down and play with a doll." And I met a friend. I lived next door to her. Her name was ABC. And my mother took me to an organized team, which was Grace Chapel, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And we ran some fulls, and I made the team just like that. So her name was Carol. I said, "Carol, Miss Carol, we can't tell my mom, I don't think my mom gonna be too, keen on your damn basketball."
Right.
And to my demise, she still told my mom. And my mother came to me and said, "Why wouldn't you tell me? I want to check this thing out, make sure it's legit." So she came to see me play basketball. So she go up to Coach Carla at the time, legendary coach.
Yeah.
Shout out to Coach Carla. And she said, "What do I need for my baby to try out?" She said, "You don't need nothing. Shadasia made the team." And that started my basketball success. And my mother is an inspirational part, a force, in and off, on and off court, in and out of the ring. I'm 36 years old, married, kids, all that. She still tell me what to do. So
I know it.
So she it went from a hobby to being, we get on punishment. You can't go here, you can't go there. Sometimes I'll be like, "Great, I don't gotta go to practice." She said, "Well, no, you going to practice.
Right.
Going to practice."
Right.
She's definitely been an influential part of my life from every moment.
So I want the world to know. So when I first kind of met Shadasia, it was on the basketball court, and she's an amazing hooper. Could you tell the people about where you played high school basketball at and your journey with your basketball time?
Yeah, I played high school basketball for Patterson Eastside. Coach Tony Murphy now was a legend. It is a legend here. Came up under him and Mr. Baker, who was also my principal. So I was attending Sports and Business Academy, but I was playing for Eastside. At the time, you can do that. You can go to an academy and play for the school because the academies didn't have teams.
Right.
And yeah, I played with the the likes of some great players. I was a freshman while Essence Carson was a senior. And that's where I made my rise. And then I played AAU basketball where I got, college notoriety for the Pioneers. Like my Patterson Recreation League I played for was Grace Chapel, most hated. And yeah, that's how I got started. But a lot of times too, I would play pickup games at the Master Grounds. They was called the Master Grounds way before my age, but school 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I blossomed.
Yeah.
'Cause I played against none but men,
Yeah.
grown men, So yeah, that's a little bit about my history about that.
And cause I think she's actually being a little bit modest about the basketball.
Yeah, come on. Let him know.
Look, because she's actually I think one of the best female basketball players, that we had.
Appreciate that.
Just coming up from what I seen. I can only go off of what I seen and what I seen. And I remember, like we just spoke about a little while ago, just the Rory Sparrow, and my father used to throw camps in the summertime where everybody from the city was invited just to, sharpen your basketball skills in the summertime. And Shadasia was always one that was there every single summer. So, that's where I probably got my first look. Also, we were close with the Grace Chapel family too. So,
Absolutely.
I saw her coming up for a while when it came to basketball. And, she was one of the best. I know she's won multiple championships at Eastside, multiple MVPs, scholarship to ODU. And once again, every athlete, especially when it comes to basketball, their dream is just playing Division I. And she actually, dominated Division I basketball too. So I think she's being modest when it comes to that. So I just,
So I think I agree with you. I think Shadasia, I think the one thing that make me a super fan of you is not your great athletic ability, it's your humility, right? I seen you in the neighborhood. I seen you just be on TV, and I'm watching you pay-per-view, and then you're back in the neighborhood and you're shaking people's hand at the local 7-Eleven, right? I think that, to me, I'm a big Shadasia fan, and there's not nobody that could put me against you. I'm with you, win or lose, and I think you really represent what our city represents. I think you're very, very humble because there's a lot to brag on.
Yeah.
Well, we gonna give you your props here. We're gonna say on camera how proud we are of you, and we know that it's only the beginning.
Only the beginning.
So we're gonna get back and touch I want to touch some of that college basketball, but we want to get into boxing.
Yeah.
Where did that start? What happened? How did that come about?
I was 16, I believe, and I was really in love with basketball.
Right.
Like, my freshman year, Essence Carson is gone. My mother had a plan. I signed myself in the PC. I wanted to go play with my friends.
Right.
My mother said no. She let me sign myself there.
Right.
I got money.
Right.
I had, Mom, you ain't got to buy uniforms, nothing. I got everything taken care of. She's like, okay. And now it's time to go to school. She goes, they call her. I think it was Coach Stewart at the time. They're like, I'm sorry that Shadasia misled you. She's not going to be the Patterson Cat.
Wow.
So that cost me, though. I did all that, and my mother said to me to my face, you want Eastside? I'm like, what? I don't want to play for Eastside. No. Like,
Right.
she's like, you want to play, because Essence Carson is leaving, and they're already looking at her. Because remember our deal, you going to college.
Yeah, smart.
So then Ray Light, he took it as a gut punch when I signed myself into Patterson Catholic. Like, oh, you was going against the grain. So they set me out. For freshman year. They made me play freshman. So I was scoring like Coach Black.
Yeah.
They made me play for. I was scoring 50, 60, 40s.
you know what I mean?
Telling him like Coach Black. They telling him like, he like, nah. She read Bill freshman. So then we ended up making it to a real far part of like close to the TOCs, at least the year we went.
Right.
So he finally pulled me out, pulled me up. And he's like, you gonna play, you gonna start. Like, what? So, I learned how to be a team player there, because Essence was a dominant factor. So was Big Dog. We had Shima, we had a lot of forces that really played a vital role in the game. And for me to be able to play with them, I've always played up, but this was a team of diligence. Like these were huge factors of the team. They were it was the ones.
Right.
So I finally cracked my, the seal on my jersey and played and learned how to be a team player. And I started dominating, but I was only dominating one half of the court. I was taking my breaks on defense. I was giving them 30.
Say that louder for the people in the back.
I was taking my breaks on defense.
That don't
This
work.
wasn't freshman year, though. This was like sophomore and junior year.
Right.
I was dropping 30, 35, most games we would win, but the games he lost, my opponent, if I was dropping 30, they was dropping 31, 32. So he like Coach Black, I don't know if you ever met him. He's a real stickler coach. He's not your fan, right? So he'd say stuff to me like, yeah, you're lazy, your footwork sucks.
Right.
I'm like, damn, I just dropped 30. What you talking about?
Right.
Yeah, but
You gave it back too.
gave it back, so you need to work on that. I'm like, all right. So he like, Shadasia, you run track. I'm like, oh no, not doing it. I don't even like running suicides. I'm not doing that. So in the neighborhood, we get out of school, 3 o'clock. I'm strolling down, like trying to figure out my plan, my master plan. And I stroll down and I walk past Ike's and Randy's. It's a the gym. 2 dogs in the front, cats. Nothing that says enter.
Right.
I go in anyway. I meet a guy. I sign up. I come home reading about it. It's only $30 a month. Ma, I need $30 a month. I want to sign up.
Right.
At this time, she just making sure I'm focused and she was real strict.
Right.
I was the oldest and I needed to lead by example. So she said, okay, I'll give you $30 here. Take it. She had no clue it was like real boxy.
Right.
So I go in there and this guy, he's sitting on the table. He got some cop shades on, his leg crossed, and I'm like, hey, look, I'm going to sign up here. Pick on my dues. I'm hitting the bag. But first of all, there's not a lot of people in there.
Yeah.
Gym stinks.
Yeah.
The dog's out front. And it's not a lot of people like just like actively raving like, hey, teach me. So I'm hitting the bag, and I'm doing things. I'm trying to learn. And I say to this man, I'm tapping him like, excuse me, sir, can you help me? Like, sure, I'll teach you a couple things. I'm expecting him to wake up like, what? He
Yeah.
was never asleep. He was never asleep.
Right.
Watching me the whole time.
Right.
He just ain't say nothing to me.
Right.
Finally, we connected. He started teaching me stuff. And that's how
it started.
Yeah.
So, so you're starting, you're getting your skill set together.
Yep.
What's the point where you like, think I want to take this a little bit more seriously?
That point, before it was time for me to go to college.
Okay.
I'm 17 years old. They letting girls in the Olympics. They let 3 weight classes in. Me and him talking about it. We got a grand slam plan. But at the same time, I'm dominating on the court. Many scholarship offers are coming. I got bags of mail I'm throwing away from different colleges. Wow. And I narrowed it down to 3 to take my official visit. It took my official visits. I think it was Old Dominion University, James Madison, and somewhere else. But I'm not really like now. I'm getting my mind wrapped around like I'm not going to college. I'm trying to go to the Olympics. We talking about it. He really has no clue that I got scholarship offers from all across the country. Got a cell phone. I'm ready to take it serious. On that particular day, this is not likely. I have Wendy Larry sitting at my kitchen table getting bit by my dog, my boxer dog, for me to sign the letter of intent. I'm nowhere to be found. I'm in the gym.
Wow.
Mother's calling my cell phone. I'm not answering.
Wow.
That's a red flag.
Yeah.
It's my child. I know where she is all the time. Remember, she gave me the money to pay the dues.
Right.
I never gave her the gym number. The gym has the phone.
Wow.
She called the gym phone. She called Barry. She called the gym phone. Said, send my child home now. He like, what's wrong? We just let get a couple of rounds, couple of rounds on the back. Said, no more rounds. She has a scholarship waiting here for it.
Wow.
Wow.
Go around the corner, because I lived around the corner at the time. Like, Ma, I know our plan. I don't want to go to college anymore. They letting girls in the levy. She said, Stasia, you going to college. I'm like, Ma, please. This is what I want to do.
Right.
Forget basketball. She's like, no, that's not what we agreed on. She says, listen, but I'll compromise with you. Wendy Larry can't believe what I'm saying. She got the scholarship right here waiting for me.
Right.
I'm like, forget it. I don't care about none of that. She like, look, I compromise with you. Go to school, play ball, get your education, travel the world, get all the benefits that college offers. When you graduate, bring me your degree. Give it to me, hand it to me. When you hand me that, I'll give you your life back. You can do whatever you want to do. That's exactly what I did.
Got you.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you, Mom.
That's exactly what I did.
Thank you, Mom, for allowing her and not killing her dream. I think that's very important for all parents to empower their kids. But also, I think what your mom did that was important was, you know, I know we don't want to hear this when we deep in our passion, but I think what your mom did was very important because she was like, this bigger than just your passion, especially a dangerous passion, right? Anything can happen, right? At least now, I don't like to say backup plan. I hate that. Because you did what you were supposed to do. It was plan A, right? But I got options with plan A, right? Because we're human people and we can't do physical things forever. That's just what it is.
Yep.
So I could work with my mental later. I set it up. I did it while I was young. I'm still going to be young enough to come back and pursue that, right? I'm sure you never put the gloves down. I'm sure you kind of.
I mean, they wouldn't let me do much in college.
Yeah.
So I had to sneak and do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But when I got back,
Off to the right.
and she'd come to the gym, she'd cringe. You see her go, she cringe. She's totally different now.
Yeah.
I mean, you think the lady you're training. We filming. She just texted me a podcast. So I'm gonna see this.
Yeah, she gonna see it.
I say, you know what? From now on, instead of me doing the interview, you do 'em.
Yeah.
You know the story better than nothing. You want to do the interview.
For sure.
Biggest supporter, biggest fan, momager,
Love that.
trainer.
That's absolutely amazing.
Love that.
Without her, I don't know where I would be.
Just to go back a little bit, and this is, you know, and I'm sure you know how it is exactly for the athletes. You said that, you know, Coach Black made you play freshman, and no matter how good you were, no matter how many points you dropped, they still stuck with that. So just to the athletes, you know, who are coming up and they believe that they're too good to play freshman or JV, they automatically, you know, believe that they're just varsity players, even though they are not as talented as you are. What was your mental during that stage where you know that you deserved to play up, but you weren't? So what was your mental still, you know, sticking with it?
In the beginning, it was frustrating, right? But I understood what I did, right? And I understood the force and the nature of, you know, success. And there's something called pay your dues. In time at your time. Everybody gets granted their time to shine and be successful. What you do with it and how you capitalize is all up to you. But I just said to myself, I'm gonna pay my dues. You know, continuously pay my dues. I gotta push a little extra harder. I'm gonna keep scoring. You know, I gotta play extra harder, and they see me. When the time is right and they feel it's necessary, I'll be where I'm supposed to be.
Right.
But I paid my dues. It's the same thing I did in boxing. I paid my dues.
Paying your dues. Good segue. So I think what I want to talk about, because you got to experience both, and I don't think kids understand how important
And how hard it is.
conditioning, how hard it is, how important it is to dedicate to training.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of people just think, oh, talent, I could do it off. So what do you remember? What were some of your key components when you was doing basketball conditioning and boxing conditioning? What could you kind of tell us about the two?
They're totally different.
Okay.
Honestly, for basketball, I was doing a lot of weightlifting, right? Suicides, right?
Right.
Weightlifting, suicides, tech drills,
Yep.
stuff like that. You know, just being able to go full court with 4 other people.
Yep.
The boxing is completely different. It's the opposite. Weights work against you, 1.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
Strength and conditioning is completely different, which I did in basketball is completely different. 3, there's no 4 other players in the ring. So cardio is a must.
Yes.
Yeah.
Run a mile, 2 for basketball, I run 5. Boxing.
Wow.
You're talking about trading punches with another a puncher or something like that. I train, 3-minute rounds. If I'm getting ready for a world title fight, which is 10 rounds in 2 minutes, my trainers are making sure that I'm compared to go 23 minutes.
Wow.
So it's cardio grueling as far as boxing is concerned. Basketball is a bit different because you get to rely. You get past the ball. You take a break.
Right.
Take a break in the ring. You going out. You going to sleep.
True.
I got I might as well tell my boxing career story. So when I was in college, I know I always tell a story. So when I was in college, we had this little thing we used to do where we was like, yo, instead of we arguing, we going back and forth, we tired of this. We not arguing no more. From now on, we putting on the gloves. We going 2 rounds, 3 minutes, putting on the gloves. Everybody think they a fighter. Boy, was we wrong. So this one particular time, I'm fighting this tall, lanky kid, but he really had no skill set. Here I am, skill over conditioning. I'm like, I'm about to wear this. I'm about to wear him out. I'm doing all this dumb stuff, hitting him, turning my head. Boxing probably 101 no-nos, right? So I'm going. We in the first round, by the way. It's probably like 1:30. It definitely was like 1:45 in that 1:30. When I tell you, by round 2, I was just sitting there like, and I tore him up round 1. Round 2 came, I was sitting there like, hey man, just hit me and knock me out. The stamina that you need for boxing, man, I can't imagine. I really, really, really took my hat off to you because to be honest with you, that hour and 45 minutes that I was fighting for 1:30, that was grueling. So I like what you're saying about training. I like what we try to give off to the people watching, the audience, is about hard work, dedication, training, putting your all into it, because I'm telling you, in every story we tell and every guest that come up here, they're going to always preach hard. Talent just not going to never get it.
No, it's not enough.
Not enough.
Not at all.
Not enough.
Solitude too.
So I just want to, take it back a little bit again, just to the ODU days. So I know, just mentally, especially, we just heard how you were already just so into boxing that that's the route that you wanted to take.
Yeah.
So how was that transition? You finally get down to Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia. Shout out Norfolk State.
Yeah.
You get down to Norfolk, and now you have to make this adjustment as now you're the Division I college basketball player. What was that adjustment like? It's still, knowing that that you love boxing, and how were you able to, just focus on a basketball court, knowing that the boxing part was.
Well, that's funny because, now that I continuously do, I talk about it, it's like I can't escape this woman. This lady been controlling my life since I was in her stomach. The adjustment wasn't complicated because she took me to college. So.
Oh, okay. That's a long talk.
You ain't should be.
6.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yep.
Want me a car,
Yup.
Okay.
graduation, made sure I was set. Okay. And I was pissed with her. I tried everything. I ran away the day before ran away. And I remember her calling me like, look, you can do your little runaway. We leaving at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
What you need? I'll bring you whatever you need. Go ahead, hang out. I'm like, Mom, I just really don't want you. What? I got a little sister. And you wanted to just be y'all? I see what's going on. I tried to sign myself in the CE Hall. So she took me to school. I go to the apartment. Not so bad. Apartment is beautiful. My own apartment. I could escape my mama.
Right.
Oh, yeah. But she had to talk with me like, look, this is what we doing for the next 4 years. I'll be here. You won't be doing it alone. I'll be here. So now that's what I'm really realizing is real. There is no boxing right now. I can come home and box in the summer.
Yeah.
I can train here when, in college, you don't have too many breaks except for like Thanksgiving and Christmas, right? But for real, you train all year round. You go on for the summer, but you still should be training. When you come back.
You'll train it.
Yeah.
So, those were my escapes. Like I would go, I found a boxing gym down there. I'd hit a little back, but the trainer wasn't as good as the trainers I had here.
Right.
And she just let me know that this is the reality of what we're doing. So I fell back in love with it for freshman year. But then I started seeing the politics and everything that goes on with college ball, And we made it, my freshman year, we made it to the Sweet 16. Got a nice rate.
Wow.
It's dope.
I think we played against, one game we played against Pat Summit. I never forget. I'm standing right there and she like, somebody shut this green girl down. Try to get him 12.
That's legendary. Legendary right there.
Shut it down.
Right.
So, you know, I realized, you know, the talk I had, and my mother was constantly there, flying out. I mean, driving. My brothers and sisters would come and see me. But I still had it on the back of my mind, especially when I went to, you know, went to the snuck to the gym. But after I walked that grass that senior year,
Drop.
it was over.
It was over.
I ain't pick up a ball since.
Wow.
Wow. That's so crazy. So that's definitely how it was. My parents, they dropped me off too, down in Norfolk State. So it was like as soon as they dropped me off, it was like you on your own now. You gotta adjust just like this.
Right.
And I remember my first practice we had, you know, I was a little bit late, and so the dorms was actually closed. So they had everybody in Virginia Beach staying, and you had to take shuttle buses back and forth from Norfolk State to Virginia Beach.
Right.
So, you know, shuttle bus was late. Really wasn't my fault, honestly. You know, shuttle bus was a little late. So I ended up getting to the workout a little late. And it was the same day that I got dropped off. And the coach was like, look around. Mommy and daddy not here no more. He was like, you want to stay here on this scholarship?
Yeah.
You gonna be on time to every single workout.
Yeah.
So that's what I was like, yeah, I can't, there's no way I could call my parents like, yeah, I'm heading back home.
Yeah.
Got to make sure you're on time. So yeah, that college basketball life is definitely different because you're on schedule every single day. You don't get freedom how everybody else gets freedom. Like you're on a super schedule. Right. It may be from 6 a.m. all the way to 10 p.m. You on schedule. So yeah, it's super tough.
I got a question for both of you guys. Both of you guys have done this thing at a professional level. Every kid's dream that's watching this, right? Fear. I want to talk about fear. Them first moments. I want to talk about these first moments. I want to go with you first. First moment, first professional fight. You hear. I think you feel like you got something to prove, right? You confident that you should be here, but you like, I can't mess up. Like, what's your thoughts, if that is your thoughts? How did you fight through it? What do you use to conquer that fear? And that goes with you, then I'm going to come to you with it.
Honestly, my fear comes in nerves. Like my first fight, I remember I'm like, damn, it's really happening? I hope she gets sick or something. Like, you know, like just not wanting to go through with the fight. And I conquered it by just walking in my fear. Once, you know, it's a real thing. Like I'm literally, and I know this girl can't beat me.
Right.
But I don't sleep the day before the fight. I'm making weight so I don't sleep the couple of days that I'm cutting weight.
Right.
So you're supposed to lose weight in your sleep, but I'm not sleepy. I just started sleeping now.
Really?
Yeah. I just started sleeping now. Like the last couple of fights, I've been able to get a good rest.
Wow.
Because I've learned how to really conquer it, you know?
You also been knocking people out, but
Yeah, but so it's the level of expectations, and sometimes, like my first world title fight, I went through so much in that camp,
yeah.
you know, with my personal team, and I experienced what is called imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome.
Please,
Do I belong?
Right.
Did I do what I was supposed to do?
Right.
Did I earn my right to be here?
Right.
Why me?
Right. Me.
And so my first those fights,
Yeah.
I was the nerve. But once I got in there and threw the first punch, I'm like, all right, I'm cool.
Yeah, we in it now.
Yeah. My best time was when it's over.
Yeah.
That's the best day for me leading up to the fight and after the fight is directly after the fight. As soon as I exit that ring and go in my locker room, I feel great. It's
Right.
like a party,
Right.
but it ain't a party.
Yeah, yeah. It's on to the next.
It's like, nah, not even on to the next.
Okay.
Here's the food.
Oh.
Right. You trying to make weight all this time, right? Here's my bed,
Right.
my wife, my
Right.
nieces and nephews.
Right. Where's that normality back for me?
Yeah. not normal going in there,
Yeah.
especially not for fighting. It's not a normal thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Fearing yourself to get punched
Yeah, for
or
sure.
not to be punched or do some punching.
I know the mental is
Yes,
just,
it's 99%.
yeah.
Coach, you stepped on that pro court your first day. Now you know what you could do, but you like this another level. Is my shit gonna get blocked? They gonna strip me? I'm gonna be fast enough, right?
Yeah, it really didn't have anything to do with skill. Okay. Right. So before I even went overseas, I was drafted into the NBA D League.
Okay.
So that was, right, my first year right after college. So, my family, we all got together. We watched the D League draft that they had.
Right.
So everybody was excited. So, as soon as my name called, and it's similar to the NBA draft, the coach calls you. So before your name is selected.
right.
We know already.
Right.
So, I spoke with the coach from the Dakota Wizards. We had a good conversation. So now at that point, I'm like, okay, now, it's real. It's real because that's the next step up to the actual NBA. So, I'm just like, okay, it's real. So I get out there, I'm confident in my ability, but now I had a different mindset of just what the D League was. See, I thought it was just like it is kind of sort of like a farm system. But I didn't think guys just stayed in the D League so many years.
Right.
So now when I get there, it was guys on my team that had been in the D League 10 years. So I had guards who was there for 10 years. So now I'm the new person competing against people who've already been established, same coach, relationship. So that was my first time I actually dealt with like the actual politics of basketball when it comes to professional. So I ended up getting released, right? So, that could be mentally, it could take a toll on certain people.
Right.
But I still stuck with it because I know I was confident in my ability. So by the time I got overseas with that experience of being cut over there, it was just like, you just got to go out there, play your game, control what you can control. And I know I could control, what I did on the court. So it actually just ended up working out.
I like what you just said. I was watching a show today. I can't remember the name of the show. In one of the lines, the character said, "Son, control your controllables.
Mm-hmm.
You can't affect your opponents. You can't affect the audience watching, but you can affect yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you can worry about. Don't worry about all the other noise. Control your controllables."
Mm-hmm.
Shadasia, you are signed with a real good promotional company from Patterson, New Jersey. How does that happen? What can you bring us into that?
Absolutely. Amanda Serrano and Jordan. Being around the trainers that I had, like a Barry Porter and Terrific Gist, Ares Gist, he's been from the town for years, and he was a fighter himself. He was in the likes, he was sparring against the likes of Perdell Whitaker and stuff like that.
Yes.
So he knows a lot of people. He knows a lot of trainers, and they come to him and they say, "Yo, we need some work." All right, cool. I got some work. Yeah, bring you guys on through. Who you got? You got Shadasia Green. These boring guys.
Really?
Champions. He come to the gym, Shadasia, you gonna get him a couple? What? I'm gonna give them what? Don't let me do my job. I mean, I only been doing it for, say, all right, cool. Starting to train these champions, helping them get ready.
Right.
And they realizing that they can punch with me.
Right.
They don't gotta take it light.
Right.
Gary Starks, a phenomenal trainer from New York, was training Amanda Serrano, and they would have conversation. Amanda, who's been doing this for an immense amount of time, and never really got her just due until she signed with Jake. She was the first person they signed.
You say Jake just for the audience?
Jake Paul.
Okay.
She was the first person that Jake Paul signed besides himself.
Right.
His job and what he came into the universe to do was to highlight women's boxing. You can say whatever you want to say about Jake.
Right. Fire.
His thing was he wanted to make it better.
Right.
So he signed Amanda Serrano, one of the longest reigning champions, multi-divisional, like basically a female Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
Right? With, she
Yeah, right. Yeah, for sure.
came up short some fights.
Yeah, for sure.
You
But
can't take that away.
you can't take that away from her.
So
Absolutely.
finally she did her just due. And she's making the proper money that she should be paid. They signed her. You would think her and her manager and her trainer would say, "Nah, forget about everybody else." We had already been having conversation. She wanted to spar me. Now she's like 7 or 8 weight classes below me.
Right.
But she want to spar me. I'm like, champ, I would love to spar you.
Right.
But Gary starts step in and say, yo, Shadasia Green is good, but she's too big. You're not sparring. Like, come on, Coach Gary, let's spar. We spar all the time. You
Wasn't.
guys sparred me. He like, nah. So she kept that. And she got signed to Jake and Nikisa. But she kept mentioning me. She kept saying, like, yo, Shadasia Green is the next. Telling you, mark my words. She's next. This is the girl. And I'm like, finally I had put up a video because I was fighting in Mexico and Colombia. And I'm like, do I got the look? Like, why not? Why haven't I gotten that opportunity yet? They signing women. They signing different women. Why haven't I gotten that opportunity? And I got the call from MVP. Actually, they call looking for Barry. They called around Patterson, a small town.
Right.
And they called I forgot his name. He owns a yoga spot and held it.
Okay.
Former world champion. Mad that I forgot his name, but former world champion.
We're gonna put you in the edits, man. We're gonna make sure we get your name in the edits.
Yeah. And they got in touch with Barry, and I remember the management I had at the time. I'm like, bro, is y'all answering your phone, checking your email? They're like, no, why? I'm like, Jake Paul is calling. Jake Paul is calling. Like,
Right.
MVP is calling.
Yes.
And like, oh, okay. I'm like,
Right.
and that's how it happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
MVP, we rock with you over here, Coach Point of View, and endorsements y'all need, holler at us. But, we can get through station, get to us. Anyway, so go ahead.
What did that feeling feel like, once you got that call, you ended up, signing, getting management? What did that feeling feel like for you?
It was amazing, man. It was amazing. I felt like finally, right?
Mm-hmm.
But new levels bring new devils. I experienced some of the greatest heartbreaks within those years with the same people.
Mm-hmm.
Understand what I'm saying?
Yes, we do.
And, my first world title, I lost.
Right.
Where that one come from?
That's where that one come from.
I should absolutely won that fight. Absolutely.
Right.
Right?
Right.
She was the better female that night. I wasn't supposed to win. I wasn't supposed to share that success with the people I had in my corner. They was, because when I win, my wife win, my daughter win, my nieces and nephew win, my mama win, my team wins. That's my team. I'm not doing this just by myself.
Right, for sure.
There's a whole, there's people backing me right now. You just can't see them.
Right.
They at home,
Right.
doing what they doing. My brothers and sisters, is all of us. The city of Patterson wins.
For sure.
I wasn't supposed to win that title with the people that I had in my corner.
That's so powerful.
That's powerful. I was happy. I could have cried tears of joy, but I also experienced some of my greatest heartbreaks during that time.
Wow, I could relate. So real quick, we're gonna lighten the mood real quick. We're gonna go to this segment that I like to call stats or cap. Okay, so I'm gonna explain how this works. So I'm gonna say some statements, and you're gonna say stat, meaning that you think it's true, or cap, meaning that it's false. Okay. Me and Murph are gonna take some turns, ask you some different things, and you can answer. So I'll start with number one. The longest boxing match ever recorded lasted over 7 hours. Stats or cap? Cap. That is actually true.
Man,
That is a stat.
7 hours.
7 hours
Crazy.
is crazy.
Wow. Okay, the second question. Mike Tyson was the youngest heavyweight champion
Ever.
ever at 20 years old. Stats or cap?
Stats.
That is stats.
That is
You
stats.
are right. You are right. Francis Nugent? No, sorry, I'm not saying this right. I'm butchering his name, so I'm just gonna say Francis holds the hardest recorded punch in the heavyweight history. Stats or cap?
Cap.
That is stats. So we're gonna have to put him down in the edits. You got to figure out how that's stats.
I'm getting these all wrong.
Okay, we're going to shift a little bit. Women's boxing. Women's world title fights increased more in the last 5 years than in the decade before. Stats or cap?
Stats.
That is correct. That is stats. Women championship fights used to use the same format as men. 12 3-minute rounds. Stats or cap?
Cap.
Of course, the champion would know that's cap.
Amanda Serrano has held more world titles in different weight classes than Manny Pacquiao. Stats or cap?
Stats.
That's actually cap. So Pacquiao,
Pacquiao has never been undisputed in one weight class. He's never
So
been
he's-
undisputed.
it says Pacquiao's 8th division still stands as the recognized record.
Yeah, she's 7.
Yeah, so he got 8.
Missed it by a number.
Missed it by a number.
Make sure you get that.
Missed it by a number. Shout out to Amanda.
Shout out Amanda.
Women's boxing first appeared in the Olympics in 2012. Stats or cap?
Stats.
That is correct. That is stats.
I wasn't trying to go to school.
Yeah. The women's middleweight limit is the same as the men's, 160 pounds. Stats or cap?
Stats.
That is correct. That is stats. Okay. You can still win a round, even if you get knocked down. Stats or cap?
Cap.
That is cap. I didn't understand why that was cap, but
Cap.
It
I'm
is
gonna
cap.
explain it to you.
Okay.
When you get a knockdown, that's a 2-point round. So I mean 8 to 10.
Yep.
She doing stuff. She doing stuff. That's exactly what it says. She's a true professional.
I get a lot of knockdowns. So I would
That
know.
part too.
All right.
Lisa Leslie was the first woman to dunk in a professional basketball game. Stats or cap?
Cap, I think it was Candace Parker.
Actually, they got it listed as stat. They said that Lisa Leslie was the first.
I've never seen a video of her.
No,
That was me, the sparking.
I haven't either.
I believe that she probably,
Yeah.
I ain't never see a dunk, but that's all right.
The WNBA was founded before the NBA G League. Stats or cap?
Stats.
That is correct. That is a stat.
Yep. See, I still know my basketball stuff.
Dawn Staley is the only person to win an Olympic gold as both a player and a coach in women's basketball.
Stats.
That is definitely stats. It's nothing.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to Dawn.
I wanted to play for her in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty dope.
She basically had me sold though.
I was about to say, well, she won that.
Like,
You see you play in high
Used to see me play, and because I was a fan and I was fanned out,
Right.
she ain't put in the footwork for me.
Okay.
So my mother wasn't having it.
Okay.
And plus, it was close to home. It was what? It was maybe in Philly
Yep.
Yeah.
Temple.
neighborhood.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For people that don't know where Temple is.
Ain't like a second Patterson.
Yeah, for sure. Probably at first. More athletes suffered career-changing injuries from overtraining than from actual gains. Stats or cap?
Stats.
That is true. That is stats.
We got the last one. Most elite athletes train more hours mentally than physically each week. Stats or cap?
Cap.
That is actually considered stats according to our research. So,
As a film.
Pretty good though.
yeah, you did pretty good. Yeah, you did pretty good. You did good. Put the clapping in the edit. So, real quick before we move on, I want to talk about something that I'm not sure if you listen to, like the town chatter, but the town is chattering. The town is rallying behind this, and this is no disrespect to this person. The town want to know what's up with you and Clarissa Shields.
Oh my God.
The town want to know. No disrespect to her. I'm sorry, Clarissa. I'm so sorry. We are riding with Shadasia.
On time.
You are great, but Patterson is the greatest.
Yeah.
And that's just how we ride, and no disrespect.
Appreciate that.
But can we get some comments on that?
Yeah. Clarissa Shields is a great fighter, a phenomenal fighter.
Right.
I mean, she's done a lot
Right.
for women's boxing. Arguably considered one of the best female fighters ever, right?
Right. Facts.
She is the best
Yeah.
as far as those weight classes are concerned.
Right.
Me being who I am, you want to test yourself against the best.
Best. That's the way.
Like,
Yeah.
To be the best, you got to
Be
be
the best.
Absolutely.
Yep.
She had went on Sway and made a comment that if I beat Savannah Marshall, which I think besides Patterson, the whole world wasn't expecting me to beat Savannah Marshall.
Right.
So my my different performances, that she will fight me next.
Right.
However, that was untrue. So I just simply said that. Do I think she's scared of me? No.
Yeah.
I
Right.
don't think she's scared of me. Do I think she's being strategic about when she wants to fight?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
sometimes in this game, it's a dirty game, but you show your hand, you show your card, like who's who.
Right.
You know, MVP is one of the biggest female promoters. They've signed.
Yeah, they doing amazing. They just amazing.
Yeah, so I would love that fight.
So can I ask you this? Let's not be biased, right? If it wasn't you, who do you think would be a good match to see versus her? And then who would you think would be a good match if you're not fighting her? Who else would you be interested in fighting? What would be a good show for the boxing world?
I can answer that for me.
Okay.
Honestly, a good fight for me, like a next fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Franchon Cruz,
Okay.
the girl who beat me.
Okay. Oh, okay.
She's done a lot for the sport too.
Right.
Regardless, I back and forth and I bit her and I chat her. She beat me.
Right.
For Clarissa, Franchon Cruz would be good, or a rematch with Savannah Marshall too,
Yeah.
who I beat.
Right.
I think the likes of Alicia and Amanda, it's too much of a weight gap for me. But I think if she actually did attempt to go down there, those would be good fights too. On Twitter, we go back and forth a lot.
Yeah. I'm seeing.
Every opponent she faces is always 100 times better than me. I'm fine with that. Because we know the truth. One thing about Shadasia, you cannot ruffle my feathers.
Yeah.
I'm from Patterson, New Jersey.
Say it again for the people in the back.
Patterson, New Jersey. It is hard.
It's hard.
It's a different city.
I am the feathers.
Yeah. It's different.
So, you know, the opponents she picking her, they're questionable. You know, we at a point in time in our career, we can't do that.
Right.
MVP is not having it.
Right.
You know, so shouts out to her though, you know.
Shouts out to her, MVP. We'd love to see it, man. Let's make it happen. Y'all heard it here on Coach's Point of View.
Yep.
Clarissa, Shadasia. I think it'll be good for the fans. I do think Clarissa is very, very, very great. So I don't want this to come off as any shade at all.
It's going, she gonna get y'all.
Oh, so sorry. Well, then, all right. Well, you know, again, not meant to be shady. I just think that our city deserve a chance, and I think that Shadasia is great enough to be given the opportunity and may the best person win.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
So I want to talk about some stuff for these athletes. I want to get into some basketball stuff. One thing I wanted to talk about with you guys is NILs. How do we feel about that? NILs, especially y'all two being college athletes. Do y'all feel like they owe y'all some money?
I
With y'all
do.
names being on the
So
on the
Absolutely.
jerseys?
Money.
Like,
They absolutely, because in college, when you're a Division I athlete, when we were playing,
yeah.
like I said, it's a schedule that you're on, a very strict schedule, and you can't work.
No.
So then you, at the same time, we weren't getting paid money, or it was just, you know, we had a meal plan, of course, we had somewhere to stay, but we still need groceries.
Right.
We still need, you know, just the regular stuff, you know, just everyday spending money in our pocket. And not every athlete can, you know, call home and get money sent to them. So that's one of the reasons why I feel like, and it's just like they had the video games back then, and we were on the video games, and video games were selling, and we never received any of that money at that time. So, you know, I am happy to see the athletes, you know, being able to get some money nowadays, because it's a lot that goes into being a college athlete.
Do should y'all be getting reparations? Like, I'm sorry, like they sold a lot of jerseys. There's a lot of video games with y'all images and likeness. Damn, I think they owe y'all some money. But I agree. I'm very happy that because not every person's gonna make it to the pro. Not every person's gonna make it to a certain level in college, and to have these opportunities to earn some money while they have the spotlight on them and while everybody else is making money off of them, I think it's very important so that they could get money to help take care of their family or invest into their future to do some other things. I'm interested to hear what your thoughts is on the NIL and different opportunities that these kids have.
I'm glad it came about.
Yeah.
I most certainly am. It's about 10, 15 years late.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I'm glad it's here because, you know, you ever heard of a broke college student?
Oh,
be honest,
that's all I knew. Yeah.
that's all we experienced.
Yes.
It was broke.
Yeah.
You know, we got Pell Grants. My
Yeah.
mama took $1,000 of that.
Yeah.
Tell you straight up. Oh, this is based off my income.
Yeah.
Please to get me.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. I mean, I get it. We're in school. You know what else is there to do? But
Right.
we grown. You know,
Yeah.
want to be self sufficient.
Yeah.
And I'm what, probably about 20 minutes away from Norfolk State. He had apartments,
Yeah.
full apartments.
Well, your campus is beautiful too, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Like-
you ever been down.
I never been there.
And I wasn't with the food in the cafeteria.
Yeah, I feel that.
Barely. Listen, I flunked my first semester because I realized that I was completely on my own. Like certain subjects and homework and stuff. Nobody told me, nobody warned me about it. And like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. You had to check details. So that's how independent you were. Take us from living with mom, depending on mom and dad, walking to high school,
Right.
expecting like groceries already there, to putting us in an environment where you really had to be self-sufficient in all parts of your life.
Right.
See, in a whole nother state.
Right.
See, I'm going from Patterson to Norfolk. Norfolk and Patterson is completely different.
Completely different.
It's the South.
Completely different.
A rough smell, the army base is there. So, you know, like, I want to cook like I'm home. How? I don't even know how to cook. Need the money.
Right.
So, yeah. I think it should have came along a long time ago. But I'm glad it's here for the...
Me too. Me too. Before we wrap up, we like to normally do close out with like a positive note. Mr. Murphy, if you had to tell the audience watching today, what's a gem that you would like to lead them with?
Well, I'm gonna just stick to, you know, I know everybody's opening up this week for high school basketball, for the most part in the state of New Jersey. Like I said, I know we open up this week. We got 2 games, so especially for the seniors, I know some of you guys, there's probably seniors out there who are going into the season not knowing what the outcome is going to be at the end of the season, as far as if they're gonna, I'm sure they have college dreams, college basketball dreams. Once again, control what you can control. First of all, student athlete first, so make sure you're locking in a school, because all of it, you know, plays a part. How you act in school, it will transfer over onto the court also, because, you know, your discipline, your consistency, all of that, you know, will play a part. So just make sure you lock in. Never take any second for granted all year. Anytime you step in between those lines, make sure you give it your all, and just don't worry about, you know, forcing it, trying to get that scholarship. Just play your game. Listen to your coaches. Go out there. Once again, control what you can control, and, you know, good things will happen.
Fadacia.
I'm going to keep mine short and simple. Something I live by. I got it tatted on me, actually. Do what you love and let it kill you. Be phenomenal or be forgotten. Those 2 things. That's what I live by. Do what you love and let it kill you. Because if you're doing what you love, you'll never work another day in your life. So that's where I will go with it.
Turn your hobby into your job.
All right, and with that being said, we're wrapping up. I want to say happy holidays to everybody out there in TV land. We want to thank our guests one more time, Shadasia Green.
Thank you
Thank
for
you for
having
taking
me,
your
guys.
time, for coming, kicking it with us. Coach's Point of View, Shamari Reed.
Coach Murphy.
Also, I want to again shout out our amazing sponsor, Camille's Lebanese Restaurant, located at 1489 Main Avenue, Clifton, New Jersey. You're going to see it at the bottom right here. So make sure that you come check them out. Tell them that Coach's Point of View sent you. Happy holidays, everybody.